Hey, can you guys hear me? Okay, can you guys hear me? I think I might be having some mic issues or something. Uh, yeah, we can hear you. You have a lot of things to talk about this year. Lots, yeah. Uh, there is a lot to talk about. Um, why don't we why don't we pop a squat for a second before I start? Hold on. Let's pop a squat for a second. Let me just copy this over here. I kind of want to catch you guys up on what's happening, or what's been happening the last few days before we. I'm a bit quiet. Uh, is this better? This is better. Uh, the mic is literally on my face though. Um, I think I might just be having mic issues, but uh, is that better? And now it's peaking. Okay, is that a little better? Is that better? Not even that loud. Huh. Let me see advanced properties. Now it's better? Okay. Now it's quiet again. Uh, hold on. Let me see if the filters have anything to do with it. I don't think it's a compressor. Hmm. Let me see if it's probably the audio settings. I'm gonna go with default. Is that better? I think that's better. I think that's a lot better. No, I don't think that's it. It was just using something different. Uh, I think now it's fine because it's using two channels. It was only using one, but I think it's because like the way that now it has a bit of an echo. I think I I don't know what to do, man. I haven't streamed in a bit, so maybe like there's something that's messing up. I don't know. Uh, but if you guys can hear me fine, let me see. Let me see. Let me just an old RPG. Maybe if I'm a little further, it might help. Um, hold on. I'm gonna go to filters again. I'm gonna. Okay, the noise suppression's fine. I'll lower the threshold on the limiter. Just. Um, yeah, I think this should be fine. Hey, Zen. Okay, sounds good. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what's going on with me first of all, before I move on to playing your game. It's downloaded. I have it. I have it here. Um, but let me just open this. Okay. So I just wanted to discuss the stuff that's happened in the last few days. Uh, because there's been a lot of stuff that's happened. So first of all, the game that I'm going to be talking about today later after Zen's game, it's Zen is on Twitch, by the way. You can't see their chat on YouTube. Restream isn't working with the chat, so I have to make do. But anyways, so my game has had a lot of progress. I met with, I don't know if I mentioned that I met with some publishers, but we are going to show them some stuff on uh, September. They're going to see. They want to see more of the game and stuff. The script is done. A lot of the overall hull of the game, so to speak, is kind of done. Like we just have to do a lot of polishing and stuff. I've designed several characters already. Hey, Fatality. I've designed a bunch of characters already. I have another one that I finished another one this week. On the way to finish a second one this week. I might finish them tomorrow. I might not. I'm not sure. I've been just working really hard. Well, you didn't have chat. Yeah, but it's like I can't have both. I can't have both showing. It's just one or the other. So, anyways, I yeah. So here's the thing. Like, the game is going well. We already had a bunch of meetings. Like, I have a project manager that's already like part of the team. And he's helping structure, helping like he's the producer basically. He's helping structure things and make things happen. He's keeping track of what's been going on and stuff. We've had a meeting planning chapter 2, which is going to be the gameplay aspect, and we've kind of have a solid idea of what we're going to do. But chapter 1 is basically I have to put all the art assets together, even if they're chicken scratch drawings. So we have a lot happening, and that's been very, very cool. I'm probably gonna work my ass off this week because this coming week, because this week I kind of took it easy. Usually at the start of the month, I kind of take a breather, and just like organize my month, like plan out okay what's going to be happening and stuff, and I try to get some work done. However, this week was kind of stressful in different ways, and I also been playing a lot of Abiotic Factor, which is a ton of fun. If you're not familiar with that game, think SCP meets Half-Life. Really, really fun. I've been playing with Pub and my friend Blaze. It's been very fun. Like, they're both in chat. And I like it a lot. It's pretty chill. It's not like I'm not stressing all the time. It's just like I get shot all the time and then they have to come rescue my ass. But yeah, I've liked the game. I might play it on stream at some point. But for now, I'm not. I'm just gonna keep it off stream so that I enjoy it, and then I can play the games that I have already started on stream, like Hollow Knight, which I do intend to continue. Hopefully this coming week. I don't want to make any promises. My schedule is crazy, but that's been going on. I played Elden Ring DLC. I got to the final boss, and I just do not care about like beating it right now because I did everything else, and I found that the final boss of the DLC is just complete utter bullshit. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't need this kind of pain in my life right now. I'm just not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna try a different thing. I tried playing Dark Souls 3, just like, well, I want like I need to do something different, and then I noticed that I was getting my shit kicked in. I'm like, just exploring the DLC right now rather than face the boss. Yeah, I think the DLC is fine. There are some things that I've noticed where it's like, oh, you thought, Elden Ring was a little too easy. Well, here's this, and then some like they just made it harder. And in some aspects, it's cool, but there are some fights where it's like kind of unfair or kind of hard. But again, not completely unfair, or well, not necessarily completely unfair. It's just really hard. And you guys know that I'm a little bit impatient when things get a little hard in video games, so I tend to or force your camera onto the wall. Yeah, I feel like there are some fights where it's like kind of bad, but I don't want like I think they just made it hard for the sake of making it hard because people said that the game was too easy and they're like, oh, we can't have that. When it's like, I don't know, like you don't have to mass appeal to games. I'm okay with gatekeeping stuff, by the way. It's just that like, if people are enjoying it and then people are like really into the story and stuff, just be like, okay, whatever. This is an easy entry. We have Sekiro, we have like other games, like whatever. Um, or alternatively, now that you have this massive audience playing your games, why not port Bloodborne? Anyways, and the biggest news I have, uh, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter. Some of you might have, some of you might not. Uh, if I could simply jumping heavy, Sony being an asset. So I have big news. I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but I have like massive news. So you guys know that for several years I've been trying to go back to a specific continent. Um, I don't know. That's weird. So I've been trying to go back to a specific, not Asia, but I've been going back. I'm trying to go back to a specific, continent, and in that continent it has a bunch of uh, countries, and then there's one specific country that I've been wanting to go back to, uh, and you know that last year I tried to apply for a visa for it. It didn't go through. I was really disheartened. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go. But then my family was, hey, you should try again. And this time around, I prepared a bigger portfolio. I explained my reasonings a little bit better. Instead of saying that I wanted to grow a business, I just said that I wanted to move to where my brothers are at and stuff like that. And so I made a huge case. I had like a whole folder, like a whole dossier with just information. And um, uh, I'm in, boys. I got a visa to France. I can go to France now, and not just like I have to find a job or anything like that. I can continue doing like the stuff that got me the visa is not only that I have family there, but that my job lets me like I can do art for a living in France. I'm not forced to like the only person I'm beholden to there is myself. Like I obviously like I have to pay my own shit, but I mean I'm already there, so I guess I'm moving to France in September. So you know, and honestly, it was like to describe it a little bit. I was very stressed because I didn't think I was gonna get it. I was like, oh, they're just gonna say no. Like I'm already like in my head, I already made it like, oh, like I'm not gonna get it. Like, I'm just gonna go move to Michigan, and then like that'll be the end of it because I'm a U.S. citizen. That's fine. Um, but when they gave me the thing, I was like happy, but immediately it sunk in like, oh fuck, I have to make a choice. I have to make a choice, and I, I will tell you, I did not sleep that night. I had a panic attack. I was like not being able. I could not focus for 2 days entirely, and then I kind of like made it like a pros and con list of just like the things that I want, like the things that are good of each place. Um, but that didn't really help me because it's like these are things that I already know and like I've already weighed the consequences if like in like the best case scenario. You made the right choice playing Abiotic Factor, yeah. Um, but in the end, I think I decided with France because the thing is, I just want to focus on art, and specifically my game. And it's not that living in France is gonna make any difference, right? Like if I live in the States, I'm still gonna work on my game. It's just that uh, I will have a better focus on it because my reasoning for going to Michigan is that the people that I make merch with, they want me to go there and stuff, and I really want to work with them still. But I feel that I'd be too distracted with making merch and stuff like that when really what I want to do is make games. And I still want to make merch, no doubt about it. It's just that I think I need to narrow down my vision. Finally, you will be in the correct time zone. Well, that's a perspective thing. But yeah, like I think I'm going with my gut, and here's another and here's another thing, by the way. Uh, it's only a year. If I really don't like it by the end of the year, I can move to the U.S. You know, but I'd be very stupid to not take the opportunity because it was something that I wanted, something that I built my dossier and like I had plans for, um, and it'd be a stupid opportunity not to get it because I basically like it's just what I really wanted. I didn't want to be beholden to anybody. I didn't want to have like a caveat to my visa where like, oh, you need a job or like you need this, like or like a like from a company or like a sponsorship. Like I'm going there on my own. Uh like it's my business that I'm taking there. Right. And like I can operate basically as like a influencer if you want to put it that way. So yeah, I don't know. Like and it's also like they told me, it's like, yeah, when you get there, you're gonna get a residence card. So um yeah, it's been a good week. I will say it's been a good week, but it's also been like, yeah, you can do things in your own terms, correct. It's been a stressful week. I've been like all over the place. Uh just a lot of things. Now like really the only thing I need to focus on is to like save up money for the move and find an apartment, which my brother's helping, but uh um it's not easy. Apartments in Europe are like fucking tiny, and my brothers live in Paris, so I have to like find like a good place because I need enough space to like work, but I don't know. It's finding apartments in France. I remember it being like kind of a pain in the ass, and it's gonna be kind of hard. What would be your day job? I assume just commissions. Like I've already been assigned to several projects. I have. If you guys are familiar with, well, I can't say, but there is the VTuber that I did something for very recently, where I am working with her for like a small like a project. And then I have other prospects coming up. And I'm probably gonna like move on to doing like I'm gonna plan to do like 4 big comms a month. And I'm just gonna do those during the day. Like four just to pay rent, and then the rest is like, and then I need to like rework. Uh, uh, I need to rework my subscription stuff. Because I've neglected a little bit because I saw the Philly and stuff, and I will say that I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't really want to like get in the middle of things. Like she's just like I can't really speak for like she's like a 4chan person. Uh, so it's hard to say what she takes with criticism, what she does with negligence. Like I can't really tell. All I know that is she's either really stupid or just a really big asshole for not having paid like the royalties because she's come out and say like, oh, I pirate this and it's free. So I'm using this free model and stuff, but then build her entire career out of it when like you could have just like come to like a different art. Like if you didn't want to pay the royalties or like pay like the likeness, just find someone to design you like VTubers like have rebirths or like redesigns all the time. Like that would have been like an easy solution for her. But I don't know. Uh Fuck her, I guess. I'm just waiting to see like what that idiot Rev says because Rev like he has like such mid takes and he's like genuinely like the biggest he's an ignorant. But yeah, whatever. Genuinely, would your move to France affect your comp price, or would they stay? I don't know. It kind of really depends. Because I might I might keep in mind Rev like goes for like don't worry about Rev. He's not very important. Genuinely, would your move to friend like here's the thing. I might have to raise my prices, but it really depends. I think what I am going to do is that instead of raising my prices, I might simplify my process. So instead of going crazy with rendering, I might simplify the rendering, but keep the like for the expensive one, for like the $300 one. Instead of like doing like a crazy render, I might simplify my rendering, but keep the line art and like include like a simple background. Uh, that I might do. Um, just because like I I don't want to I like I want I kind of like want to take the Costco route of like maybe not like dirt cheap, but I do want to maintain my prices because I want to be like conscientious that like things are very expensive. This is not a like a luxury, like this is a luxury. But I just want to make sure that like there's a lot of people that want to commission me and stuff like that. So I want to find like a good middle ground where like I'm not shooting myself in the foot. Um, but I'm also like, you know, being somewhat accessible to people to commission me. Um, that being said, I'm probably gonna be very like after summer, like I'm hoping that I finish most of the commissions that I have. Once I move to France, I'm probably just gonna be set to doing like picking like four huge comms, so that they're specifically just for rent, and then if I pick any extras, like I will do it. It really depends too, because I'm also gonna probably test out VGen, though someone was telling me that VGen takes like a cut out of tips. So we'll see. Yeah, I want to remain affordable, but not super like cheap. Because the thing is, like sometimes like I'm super fast where I will knock out a ton of shit in like a few days, and then other times I'll take like no time at all, or like I will take like very long to do something. And I'm probably gonna start moving away from doing like commissions that have more than one character or two. I think you could put weight behind the subscription by having game development tied to it as well. Here's the thing. I have to start doing that more, but I also don't want it to be entirely just about my game because um yeah, yes, exactly, Meteor. I think like I want to also maybe start doing like a comic with characters that I already have, like Linnea and stuff like that. I Because the thing is, it kind of really depends what I'm going to be doing because I think the problem with like I have polls as like an option, but I kind of want to start thinking about like stuff that I can do, maybe do some uh art sets or do bigger pieces that I take my time with, but have several alts. Um, but I want to strike a balance because I also don't want I want my subscription stuff to be like a very good supplemental income, but I don't want it to be my own thing, like the only thing. But I want to see a slice of life with your characters. Yeah, I'm debating like focusing on the game characters more than anything because I need to start selling the game and its things. Um, I really don't know. I have to think about it. It's very hard because at the moment I'm like completely enthralled with Linnea, and like the stuff that I'm doing around it. But at the end of the day, like it's still fan art, right? Because I don't really own the IP she's based off. Uh, and it might be a little harder moving forward. I don't want people to think that I'm going to be doing like fan art on my subscription services and um like I it's something that I need to think about. I don't know. I have to think about it. I need to be better at like posting the PSDs and I just need to be better about the subscription services because I've been like all over the place. Hey Randy, thank you, appreciate it. I don't know, but anyways, I'm gonna keep talking while we let me upload this game up. Okay, let me see if this captures the game. I can't capture that. Okay, so this is limit. Oh, you mentioned it reminds me of your Pokemon server. It's also related to the yeah. I have to think about it because the thing is like I don't know. I have to think about it. Like you are correct. You are correct. But I don't know. I have to think about it. We should add Steam turn. Yeah, we should. We'll see. I have a lot to think about. I have to plan how my schedule's going to look like. Potentially, I'll be streaming more. To like have a set schedule for myself. I have a lot to consider. It's not like an easy choice for me. I don't know what that is. Okay. Shading process, yes. I have to think about it. Like I don't want to split equally between the seller, the owner, and Steam into the wallet. Anyways, you guys can keep asking questions or making suggestions. This is fine. This is an RPG Maker game. This is done by Zen Beta. Art is really good. I like it a lot, but at least its title reminds me of Signalis, or however you pronounce it. It's an RPG Maker game already. The presentation, I really like it. That's a nice logo. I still would do a cell shading approach. This game contains content that may not be suitable for all players. This game has excessive amounts of blood, violence, and body horror and derealization. Can I stream this? Is this gonna get me? Okay. Oh my god, I love the sprite work here. This is great. Also, why the fuck is the audio coming through hold on. More volume setting. While I find it nice that you're doing more detail in terms of lighting, I'd say personally it's too detailed in some aspect to the point where like the details overwhelm you. I'm considering doing your characters here, or not your characters here, but doing like adoptables again. Like maybe doing like 5 adoptable characters. Think of a theme. and combine them between like furry characters and normal characters. You know it. The photographer really knew how to bring out your best angle. They made my eyes brown. I still gotta say the art is really nice so far. It looks pretty professional. I really like the sprite work. You can't blame it, the eyes are way too. That's definitely... Oh, I do like that pop out. It's pretty cool. Sorry if I like run through a lot of the dialogue. I you know, we don't want the photographer to get upset if you show up with iPads. Tired hag. All right, wake me up. There. And Bella does a lot of adoptables. Notice people have been doing them lately. I don't want to overwhelm them. I like if I do them, they have to be like something that people like. It's once in a blue moon, and when I do them, they're like quality. We're like these are characters worth getting. At least that's my mindset. I don't want to do them all the time. Like, I do like 5 and do like a theme that's common between them. Enough. Enough talk. How about you? After all this time, this is like, dude. Again, I am very upset that the sound is coming through my speakers, but it's not coming through my earphones. Oh, I am an idiot. I know why that is. Okay, now, okay. Linebreaker does it, but at once or every 2. I, I, I forgot that one of the outputs was for my drawing tablet, and that's where I have my speakers. But I am looking at my main monitor where I have my headphones connected to, and I still kept picking the other one. Be gone from this place. I really want to comment on how good the art is. That's your winning ticket here for me right now. You know, kind of reminds me of the start of my the start of my own game didn't really have a anything like this, but it was more like they were riding like a bus somewhere. And then there's like the one lady that talks with them. I'm not very bright. It'd be like that when you're an artist themselves. No, really good art. The train crashed down and I don't see any more passengers here. I guess we could. She's gonna die. You know what this reminds me of? It also kind of reminds me of the early like horror RPG Maker games in like a very good way, like Ao Oni and stuff. Like I mean, they basically used a lot of the basic assets, but it does remind me a lot of those in a very good way. Yeah, that's a main inspiration. You know what? I smells vaguely of lavender. Um, I do agree that the one thing I'll point out is that uh, if you have the time, you should probably look into either finding someone that can help you make some of the assets for stuff like this. Because the thing is, like your sprite work is clean and simple. Um, especially like with the surrounding and stuff, like these balls. I'm sure you made those. Uh, the sprites with the RPG Maker ones, they kind of have a lot of detail to them. This I kind of do agree on, but this is just like looking at this, and because I've worked like thousands of hours in RPG Maker, when I come in into something, I see like one of the assets, like yeah, I've seen this before. It's not a it's like not a bad thing. Like if you gotta do what you gotta do, that's fine. I'm just giving you like if that's an option to you, highly recommend uh doing that because since it's the start of the game, uh you want the reuse of assets to be later, not so early on. Like you don't you know what I mean? Like you want to blow your load like at the start, not later on. But I'm not like dogging you on it for it. Like my whole intention was to like always like get custom sprites and stuff like that. I just never got there. Yo, welcome to the stream. Lambrick releases a but I was talking more like, yeah, no, I want to take my time with it at opposite. Ooh, blood. Something is leaking out of the display. These are all expensive hospital bills. Cat's corpse on the train. Why cat? Why kill cat? It's all overgrown. Why are there roots in the walls? To be honest, I actually have to take my hat off to integrate because holy crap, at the beginning segment of the bomb goes up. Ooh, eyes. This I can't tell you specifically what this reminds me of, but it reminds me of like an anime I've seen of Black Cat. Always make 2 save files. Huh. Managing away. I knew it. I knew she was gonna die. Full Metal Alchemist. No, I can't point at it exactly. Okay, hold on. Can I not? Oh. Ooh, this is great. I like the how you have like the trees like all blurred out at the front. Oh, this has Silent Hill vibes. Is there no audio or just a... I forgot to turn desktop audio on. I forgot to turn desktop audio on. The entire time I'm just like, hold on. Um let me sorry. There you go. Now you should be able to hear it. No, I think you should be able to hear it now. The poster's too ripped to see anything. Streamer moment. I'm not a professional streamer. Bro. Clown. This is you, chat. That's an impressive sprite. You did this all yourself, Zen? Oh, horse! Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool. I did the maps and the character art, but the pixel... Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's a team effort. Okay, got it. Yeah, no, everything seems to come together. I'm Pride, and you're in my circus. No, give me my furry. Huh, interesting. Rat. Or mouse. Hee 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 hee. Something funny? You're not supposed to be here. It's a rat. Or mouse, I guess. Oh, pizza. Corn dogs are brown sponge with ketchup on them, and the pizza's ice cold. Not that I'd eat it anyway. Great flavor. You guys are pretty smart. There's a lot of effective use of the sprite work here. Picture of horses for the carousel. Hey, horse mentioned. I need to talk to you. Unable to play without Lucifer. You've only had your sibling here with you. I feel like this piece of junk didn't get my Lucifer stuff. Usually it's always been me who plays all these games, but now you're here. You should go have some fun with the mascot. Okay. But what about grape flavored apple? Oh look, it's, I don't know, pig. No break, can't eat meat I hold, can't eat food I sell or cook for pride. I can't speak. Can you give me food, I guess? Do you want something specific? Is the food even your real? Give me a meat token, only the meat. Only meat must have meat, alright. Oh, gotcha. What? How did you get this? Hot dog. Oh, taiyaki. The glissy token, of course. Hey, I'm not that addicted, okay? Glissy overdrive. What was that guy that did like the glizzy overdrive on TikTok? God, can you imagine just like that? That's your job? Wait, what? What do you mean I'm lucky? Is the hot dog like what I'm supposed to get? Or is it hot dog like super? The glizzy is the end goal. Drop drawing. Okay. Can I do it? Oh, damn it. I can't gotcha anymore. Poodle. Dad sings of you in the night. What's the song? Can't believe you got addicted to gotcha. You need to let me spin again. Walk, walk, it can speak. Hello? I've been in the dome. Why? I was helping to set up the dog pond earlier when my lucky... Please, 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 please. And walk. Here. Tiny net. Oh! I got the egg. Whoops, just moving over here, but yeah, I'm feeling. Here you go, take this. Scrap drawing. Thanks. Chicken is eating the egg. Oh, okay. Hey, Beanie. Hey, David. Bean. Welcome to the better chat. Oh, no, not the goofy. Oh, it's cat. Oh. Maybe I gotta go talk with the clown? We hate I'm okay here, I just realized you have YouTube. Yeah, I have both. I'm streaming to both at the same time. I'm okay with both. They're fine. YouTube is just my bigger one. The only thing I have on Twitch is that I'm monetized on Twitch. Yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. Okay. I can't interact with fourth. What is this? So I can't access the yellow tint, I guess. All right, Meteor, thanks for stopping by. Okay. I think this game would be kind of if you change that mouse NPC. Why? to a rat NPC. No bias, huh? Here is the rat. Where do you wish to go? Okay. Let's see what's in the red thing. Hide and seek, the simplest of childhood games. I'll tell you. Beyond here, you'll see a group of people hiding. And out of them, one person, I can read, I promise. One person is who you need to find for you to get a prize. That's it. That's it. Oh, you'll know when you see them from their eyes. It's like looking in a mirror. But I suppose for someone not what I love. Be nice. I guess I'll go in. Oh, okay. That's it. Do you want to grab what's inside or no? I stick around, but I'm currently getting shit-faced. Yeah, no, have fun, enjoy yourself. I'm just being silly. Oh my god. It's like looking in a mirror. So I have to look for something that is like a mirror. If I had to guess, there's a mirror in the overworld that shows you the item that you need to interact with. No, I don't think that's right. Fuck it, we're going for this. I've nailed this so many times, okay? First try. I got the egg, I got the glizzy. Limit flame. I just want to play a little longer. Oh, now it's a chase scene, right? Please. Hold shift to run. Oh! That actually spooked me. Yellow ball. I know pathfinding in RPG Maker games is a pain in the ass. But it got stuck. I think maybe have it teleport might be like, if the player gets like far enough, like it'll teleport behind them or something. What's in here? Oh, okay. There might be. But then people complain about dying too much. It could be like 3 or 4 spaces behind, so the player has like a time. Get good, scrub. You get your prize if you did it right. Oh! Oh! Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Oh, God. Okay. Hold on. I have to start the game again. I realize, okay. I have to... Oh. Wait a minute. Did I not? Come on. Did I not do the chicken? Did I do the chicken? Okay. Oh, I just hadn't. Wait, who have I not spoken to? I gotta speak to the clown again? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do this and then see. Also, since you already did the maze, the other chests won't kill you. Oh, okay. Okay. Theora really wants to show you the sprites bad. Okay, I'll check them out. I'm not. Oh, god damn it. Okay, sorry. I kind of just really want to like want a rematch for this. You might want to add like an option. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna be able to go in later. Wait, what? Oh, it's because she's purple. Oh, come on. That's silly. That's a good like scrap drawing one. Okay, let's see what the what. Okay, I should probably save. Hmm. Should I maybe check for him? The mouse doesn't say anything. I was thinking I was gonna go in the order that the dolls were. I thought she was saying like pop them in the right order, and I thought it was just like, oh, it's in the position that the dolls are ordered in. So I was going for that. Maybe I write this. Okay, well, thank you. I don't want to listen to that. There's someone over here. Maybe if I go to the entrance, try to leave, there might be something that happens. Nope, can't leave. He doesn't say anything. Mouse doesn't say anything. Let's see if Mr. Pig. Meat, good meat. Maybe I should interact with this. This is very horse themed. I'm trying to figure out like what the next thing to do is, but I'm trying to check everything. Let's see if saving does anything. No, she... One day you'll figure out how to pet the cat in different directions. This is very okay. This is very horse themed, and I appreciate this. It was almost like it was made for me. In construction, come back later. Verse 7666. I'm not gonna find out. I don't want to figure out what that was about. Okay. Lucifer. Okay. My precious plushie. Finally, I have both of them back. You're still here. Please, I need help. My mandate issue. Right now, but I'm not having any fun. I'm gonna play one of my favorites. Oh. I can't move. I can't move. Oh. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. That top part is like a death sentence. I can't go up there. Oh, I have to break the mirrors. Okay. That's what I figured. Oh.
What's wrong, you? Don't you want to play?
Oh my god.
Want to finally go to the circus after all these years?
Oh! Oh my god. Okay.
What's wrong, you? Don't you want to play? Don't you want to finally go to the circus after all these years? You never were allowed to stay up late playing games with friends, or even go many places to make them. Why don't you look in the mirror and imagine you're little again? Imagine you could have had some control.
Oh! They're all there. They're all there. Anyway, fun fact: those masked kids are a callback to the Mario and Luigi game. Oh, no way! I love Mario and Luigi. Memento Mori. That's a reference. You'll notice something. If you look at the cat, you'll notice. Oh, is it the butt? A saint named Avarice? That's not ominous at all. No, oh. Will it not let me save? Memento Mori is a theme in Christianity and an antique, not a reference. Try finger, butthole. Maybe I should put a save in there next time. I would suggest that every new act, you maybe want to add a save. Is it gonna be Pyramid Head? I changed my face to look just like my L. They'll be there when I look at the mirror. Oh, that guy's like... crack is showing. You can even see like a tiny ball sack. Yeah. Oh, safe. I got my face down. What do you think tomorrow? First person to know. I'm looking like it's blown up. The image is blown up. I'm like paying attention to all the details in this game. How am I not gonna notice that? Doctor. Oh, look! It's the kind of guy that Bean likes. But look at this. I didn't expect to see a fresh face. Especially someone that looks as healthy as you. What brings you to these places? I'm not even sure. I think I'm lost. I might need help to make an emergency. We have an emergency room. We could start. That's not what I mean. I'm catching the feeling you don't know. Someone died, my manager. And many people have died. I feel we're getting along these similarities. We cannot. Oh, god damn it! I think the limit. I think the limiter is too strong. Okay, I'm gonna lean in when I do it. I'm trying to do something here and I fucked it up. I feel like we are already getting along with similarities. Too dark? I need to find help. And I need help with something too. You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Don't you have nurses for that? Do you see any other nurses? Unless you want me to start wearing nurse outfit. I don't think you'll find any. What kind of hospital is this? Can you? I think picking up on only the first word of the guy is just even funnier. Is it only not? Is it only picking up the first word? Is it not? Is it not picking up anything? I don't even know if I want to try anymore. I don't even have water anymore. Fuck. I don't even know if I want to do it anymore. A hospital that tries its best. Now, do we have a deal? I think my voice is just there, man. Probably now the doctor's gonna redo his hair and show the other right hole empty. What exactly am I helping you with? I'm not a doctor. I have a lot of patients I need to take care of. And my most recent an interesting case. Full body reattachment process. The body parts of the operation got scattered around the building. Oh, is this like Castlevania where you like grab the body parts of Dracula and then like you kill him? Body parts? If you can get me the parts I need to do my job, I can get you the help you want. Alright. I see he is greed, the cat was pride. Oh, that's, oh, okay. That's pretty good. Very good. I liked it a lot. I'm sorry my voice acting didn't even get, it was terrible. And the mic didn't even pick it up. That was not even like good voice acting anyways. So. That's because I'm used to the way it draws. Yeah, I have a specific way of doing more series. But I thought she was a cat girl. Not a cat girl. Like I found like when I noticed her, I was like, oh, that's a horse girl. Given all the horse impressions and stuff like that. Yeah. Very good. I like it. Very solid demo. I like the art. I think the sprite work is amazing. I think the writing is pretty good. It has a very good foundation. I feel like what would be something I would say? I feel like there are some things at the start where that are pretty good. It took me a bit to figure out the paper stuff, but I don't want you guys like saying people like, oh, maybe I should put this together. Like, I think people should figure that out on their own. I would figure out, like, I don't want, maybe like you guys don't want to lean too heavily on the Silent Hill feeling, but I would see if you can add maybe a tiny bit of fog, or like add an overlay where it makes it a little darker, just to see about the ambience. It's just like how I'm looking at things. I think everything else is fine. I feel like the characters do stand out. I don't feel like there's a clash with the sprite work, because from the start you can tell this is an RPG Maker game. That's not a bad thing. I think this game does stand out from a lot of the ones that I played. Darker lighting, yes. I feel like not to the point where like you can't see anything, but just make it darker, make it like, or find a way to make it unsettling. Because what you want to do is that the impression that you want to get from something like this is that the player just doesn't know what's happening, and the more like elements that are just unknown to them, or like the more things that they can't pinpoint or like understand, is better. Because that's one of the things that's like so good about games like Silent Hill, is that the fear of not knowing, or the unknown is very important. And what I like is that, you know, you're like into a circus and there's like seems to be a very child theme to it. I would figure out ways to make things disorienting. It's just a suggestion. I think the start is very solid. I like it a lot. What's interesting to me more is what comes after, which is the hospital stuff, which is like when you have like another character that is there, and then you have like the Castlevania 2 kind of plot where like body parts are scattered. You gotta gather them together for whatever reason. What I would recommend later down the line is that you make a demo, but it's if you have the time, just as long as this one, but it might be like a different, like a completely different context, like a contained self story or something like that. Might be a little bit too much. It's just a suggestion. I like everything. I don't particularly have any complaints for like your first project. This is really good. Yeah, I think you guys are on a good footing. You guys are doing what I wish I had done when I was working on my project, and just have like someone else helping me with stuff, which I'm doing. With no. What I would say is that I would finish the demo before you even get to the hospital, or not like the first area. I would expand more on it at like if it's a possibility, and then it might not be worth. But I would recommend looking at Godot. No, I think that this is a little bit. Godot is a bit much. I think RPG Maker is good for them. I would expand the first area a little bit more, because the thing about the demo ending at the hospital is that I like, understandably, that like it gives the player the idea that there's more to go, but I do like the idea of like the demo ending right before you enter the hospital, or like leave the player very curious. Because what you really did is just gave the player an objective, but then stop the demo. I would leave it. I would honestly, again, make that starting area just somewhat more expanded on. Maybe tweak the hide and seek a little more so that the NPC actually catches people. Because I think that's one of the things about the about these kinds of games, that you know, you figuring stuff out and you getting like horrified about actually like having to reset your progress, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff that kind of gets you on a meta level, and not just the scare part. But again, solid start. I can't wait to see what you guys continue doing with this. The art is the biggest selling point, both on the like, you know, the 2D like drawn art from Zen, and Faye's like sprite work. Pretty good. I like the Signalis feeling to it. I like the Silent Hill vibes. Yeah, I would suggest playing Yume Nikki, just to get more inspiration, and trying to look at, maybe not play yourself, but go on YouTube and see if you can find any horror RPG maker games that are really popular, and see what works with them, because that's always a good idea to just take ideas from other places. But we're all Yume Nikki stands, all right? I don't really need to say more, but yeah, honestly, impressive work. You know, I really like what you guys got in here. So I don't really have anything else to say, unless you guys have any like questions you want to ask me. Other than that, this demo is a solid recommendation. The whole game series was so fucked up, and I love it. The Witch's House is a classic. Have you played Toilet in Wonderland? That one's also a good one. I recommend checking it out. I kind of breezed through it because I locked out on all the mini games, but yeah, I don't know if you guys don't really have any other questions. Close this one out. Also, I finished Pseudo Regalia, the final boss. I love Pseudo Regalia. It's a shame the creator never got back to me about the interview, because that would have been so cool. But I guess it just might not be that interested, or I'm not that relevant for them to consider that. So, whatever. I would consider doing the demo, just the clown stage, or the circus stage. Yep, anytime. Honestly, if you can reach out to other people so that um to test your game, that'd be good. You might want to check if Lena's interested in playing it, Beanie playing it on stream and stuff like that. You do want to get more eyes on your title. That's the one thing, because the more eyes on it, the more feedback you get. I think about it because I have more classes these few months, but thank you. But yeah, no, Deora, Zen, Abine is one of my playtesters. She should stream that. She definitely should stream that. That'd be like a good like stream thing. Because again, I want more indie developers to like pick up. I want to treat video games the same way we treat art. like, you know, like different artists have different styles and different like stuff, and like the more games out there, the more options, and there's like, even if there's like a bloating of like, I don't think, I think like having more options for games is more fun. You should stream and play it again though. Blaze, the drive to create is there, just not getting started is always the hard part. I don't know, if you want to help Fub on your spare time, again, I don't want to abuse like anyone's like will to help me, because I can't really pay anyone at the moment. I have the scriptwriter on hold, and the music guy is like, you know, making stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, let's see. We're gonna move on to my game. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to fuck, I gotta log in. Hold on. It's just I gotta I gotta find the file for my game. Because what I'm gonna do now is just talk about the lore and stuff. Where did I put this? Oh, there's world lore. There we go. I'm gonna do something here. Give me a second. I need to. Do 50. Top 50. That's, I think that's good. Got it. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here is. I gotta crop it. 50. Let's say 550. Okay. 550. What if I do this one good? Yep. Top we do. Okay, that's kind of the lore. Over here. So what I'm going to be discussing is just more of like the overworld. I think I'm not recruiting Blaze. I'm just giving him. Yeah, no, I get it. Okay. Okay. So, should I really start with like the world itself, or should I really go over just the specifics of my game. That's because it's not like, okay, so here's the dealio. I'm gonna move you guys over here. I think it's being this side, so then I can read. Okay. So the thing about my game, it's basically just a horse girl game, but it's got a huge and I really don't I really didn't come for this, but we got this world here, right? Kimonos. It's a play on Kimono Mimi, because most of the world is populated by people with animal traits. But there are 4 continents. But I'm going to I'm going to focus on the one that's specifically in my game. So within kimonos, there's a continent called Harris. I don't know. I don't have an idea what it's going to look like yet. But that's what we're going to do here today. So within Harris, we have Rod. We have Brachus. Paracus. And Kentaurus. I'm gonna simplify this so that it's easy to follow. This is just cowgirl, bovine country. This is horse country. Fox, and then centaurs plus elves. Make sure that okay. So what I'm thinking of here is that the continent itself. Okay, so we're gonna start with practice. That's where the game is gonna take place. It's kind of shaped. In my mind, it's kind of shaped like this, right? Maybe we can kind of shape it a little better. Would it be silly if I did like a horseshoe shape for the country? Would that be very silly? It would be too on the nose, I think. I think maybe like an organic land formation might be better. But yeah, anyways. Let me open another document here. I mean, I don't know. You guys can start asking questions because that'll make my life easier too. But let's see. So, for all intents and purposes, this country, where milk is made from milk. For all intents and purposes, the main language is think of this as like Germany, right? Think of this kind of like Germany. like Germany. The capital is somewhere over here. And it's Blitzweisen. Basically a mini Europe. Yeah, exactly. So this is what this looks like. I'm gonna actually do this here. The reason being is that this area right here is a desert. This is kind of like a region of the country that kind of operates on its own. And it's run by like what the equivalency be of like desert forces, desert force girls and stuff like that, force people. Yeah. So this part over here, let me make sure that I'm reading my own work correctly. Yeah, so it can't be it can't be larger than. So practice is the biggest in the continent, which would make me making this. I had ideas of like maybe making it like that. Just big chunks. This, like that. And this would be rod, which is just think of it as like Nordic, you know, Nordic, like Swedish cows. Any mountains, yes. So basically all this is mountains. Rod is, let's see, what did I put here? Rod has kind of like a Switzerland vibe to it, actually. Yeah, it's kind of like a mixture of like Sweden, Switzerland. It's very mountainous. I haven't thought much of this because I'm not really focusing too much on the story. Suspiciously shaped mountains. You got two here. And actually, there is a huge mountain right on this side here. Perhaps more Norway with fjords. Yeah. Thus mountain. So this, okay, so the capital here is Blissweiss. And let me see. I'm gonna put Germany in quotations, but it's a little more nuanced, right? Just gonna put Germany. Gikoku is actually, it's a southern country. Has I want to do it like just a ton of islands. Yes, I will talk about. I actually want to talk about the species in a second. Let me just define what the map for this looks like. Oh, hey Beanie, welcome back. What ice cream did you get? Is this good? This is a Jalopolis. Back into the factory. This is just like think like anything that's in Asia, we're just putting in there. Coffee. Ooh, nice. Um, so there's a lot of trees, densely forested, shit ton of mountains. You know. Now, Kintaros is the last one, and it's I'm gonna put it over here. Okay. And this is over here. Kintaros. Okay. Kintaros, I would say it's more like I really don't know. Let's just say it's kind of similar to the UK, I guess. Yeah, let's just say it's like similar to the UK in some regard. Um, and even then, it's not totally accurate. Anyways, so this is a main continent where my game takes place, specifically in practice. So let's talk about the races. Okay, you know what? Think of Middle Earth then. If that's a more apt. Let's talk about races. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make my life easy here. Shadow the Earth Tree. We're keeping the designs very simple because I do want to do like a compendium later, and sell it as in like art book. I wonder if the idea of having other contents besides Kimono and mention only that will allow you to plant seeds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to focus mainly on the stuff that's in my game specifically right now. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. Background. Okay, so let's discuss. Dude, I really don't. Okay, yeah, no, that'll be coming. So we're gonna do frame of reference here. Let's just say this is a human. However, in my game, or in this world specifically, um, Oh, I didn't really give them a different name, did I? Okay, just human. They're human. Right? Human. And what do I have in reference for humans? So for humans, I just have are physically average but normally possess higher intellect over the other races. So they're the smartest race. Outside of that, they do not possess any unique physical traits, are normally regarded in folklore as having limitless potential and strong wills. And there's like an even ratio between humans and female. Yeah. So let's see here. So let's say that the average is about 5'8", right? Which in that would be 172 centimeters. Or let's say 170, around there. Okay. So that's the average. Right? I'm going to break out the height comparison just so that I have a height comparison. So we got 5'8". Over here. Now, the next race I want to talk about is the horse people, right? The Prakians. Tail. So there's no confusion, right? So for these people, their average is 7 feet tall. Seven. Question, Professor. Is it possible for that I have not thought of yet. I haven't thought about that yet. So the average for these guys is 7 feet tall, which would average about here. Um, 213 centimeters. Now, something to note with with this race is that they have two ways of identifying themselves. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to make a reference here. So brackets. So in this case, So mare and then stallion. There is no so in this case whether or not what their physical appearance looks like, what determines if they're a mare or a stallion is like this area right here. It's not like to them it's not terribly important. This just determines like can they sire or not is the only thing that they have in those terms. And that's kind of like what like whether or not like whatever it is, like they have both, they have one, it doesn't matter. It's like either one or the other. And typically in their culture, like whoever sires, they will refer to as the sire or the father. This, you know, culturally that's what it is. And regardless of like anything, this will always be for like in terms of like children, you know. But yeah, that's like the bigger difference here. Any questions so far? Or, you know, that seemed there. In the meantime, I'm going to copy this little guy here. And then now, coming up, gonna do, let's do the cow. Wow. Yeah, I guess. So in this case, the cow people are called rodents. Or, you know, bovines. Wait a minute. Just to make sure. No, sorry, bovinus. That's why I have a master list. Keep everything. Bovinus. Cows. Bovines. Okay. On average, I will maintain that Prakians are the biggest of the like the all the races are like the tallest on average. As far as their height goes for the cow people, I'm gonna say about not 65. Can procreation happen in situations with only stallions? Yes, but it just depends on who sires. Like, who got the other one pregnant. Um, what are 0, this would be 6, 5. on average, I would say they're like, give or take 5, which is 195. Which is actually, it's kind of like around just about here. So there are more. I'm gonna play this actually. It's kind of quiet. Okay. So, with Bombinas, they're like a majority female. I want to say about 90%. 90% female, 10% like, sorry, cow, 10% bull. And the 10% is either, you know, same situation here, but you can have like regular old dudes. But this is like 90%, and they tend to just like procreate with other races. Their genes are pretty strong, so they tend to like, the cows tend to like look this way most of the time. Can they have what's it called, like you know, hooves and stuff like that? That's another thing I'm still debating on, and that's something that I have to consider when I design certain characters. Right now, most of the characters that I have designed that are from this race, they're like this, and same with the horse people. That's something that I have to like work out, because the next race I do want to talk about are the Kinimi, which are basically the fox people. They are actually pretty small. Well, not very small. They're kind of like, I don't know. On average, like, I would say like 5 or something like that. 170, right? I hope I'm not boring you guys either. This. I'm just not very good at explaining myself. Yeah, fox people. Let's say this one has 2 tails. Okay. So Kinimi, they are I want to say they're just like kind of like humans, like 50-50. They're very spiritual. I assume that bovines on average have been gifted with a large tools for nurturing. Yeah. On average, they're heavier on top than most races. The 50-50, you know, for dudes and foxes and stuff like that. Like vixens and, you know, foxes, whatever. Let's see. Who do we got next? So centaurs. Actually, centaurs are the largest race. Of course they are. Centaurs. By the way, I'm trying to be like not incredibly explicit. Centaurs are pretty big. On average, also the bodies might not align properly because I'm just like resizing and sizing. Don't worry so much about it. No, not multiple. No. So I'm like, these don't have a special name now right now. So centaurs, on average, they're what would be like an appropriate height. Say. On average, they're like 8'5", which is equivalent to, I don't know, like 260 centimeters or something like that. Yeah. This is still a work in progress, but they are rare. There is the possibility for unicorns as well, but they're extremely rare. They don't happen too often. And they are either completely female, or, you know, stallions, but possessing both, right? There's like no in between. It's just one or the other for these guys. For the next race, elves. Fair enough. I wanna like have my own nomenclature, right? I don't want the outside to influence the inside. I'm trying to like keep it all within like the game. The difference with my elves, however, is that a lot of them are like they will have like horns or like protrusions or something like that, like coming from their head, because a lot of them tend to fuse with nature, like dryads or something like that, if you could say. So they kind of have the same physiology as human. Yeah, somewhat. Sometimes they'll have like flowers growing out of them, you know. And they're on average they're on average 6 feet, which is about, let's see, 182 centimeters. Mostly female. Again, just female. Well, actually, no, that's not true. They kind of share the similarities with humans, just like they're 50-50, so whatever. I think my idea is that they all kind of look androgynous, right? It's kind of like their thing. Fucking Noifius. They're just a little tall. So an average 6 feet. These two live on the same island, right? And they have kind of a symbiotic relationship where elves help centaurs, and centaurs protect them and stuff like that. They're kind of like they exist within the same culture, and they're very it's very hard to get into this country. They don't really want outsiders here. It's easy for them to go anywhere, right? Like it's easy to get out, but like to come in, it's very difficult. Yeah. So dragons. Dragons are a bit complicated. I don't really want to get into them right now. The only thing that you need to know is that they mostly look like humans, share similar physical attributes, but that's for like a different time. Okay, so here we get into another race. You'll see. Actually, let me make this a little longer here. Perhaps there, yeah. No, I think it's like, still again like one of those like work in progress. So here we have the Here we have the Leones. They are basically the cat people, right? In this society, in like their societies, like the females are more of the alpha, if you want to look at it that way, with like animal behavior, whatever. They can vary from being like furry or whatnot, but they do have like they will have like their extremities at the very least, right? But sometimes they can go like full fur or not. Does the question mark species have a lore region equal that? Equine. So we have here this. It depends. Like they can be full furry or not. Highly variable. They're kind of like on the same height range as humans. Then we have the lupines, which are the dog equivalent. The dog equivalent, they might have their, could be like a same situation where they can have like, the extremities. Or even have like the the extremities. It's very varied. It can be whatever the character I decide is at that moment. That's just gonna be it. How do we feel about the big cheese thing going on? Big cheese. Oh, okay. So we're gonna go to the next ones, which is the Titsa. They come in all shapes and sizes, but mostly have, the chicken legs. Nah, I don't even want that. Not that. That's kind of cheesy. Question about the cat people. Are you just making them basic cats or all types of cats? All kinds. So here, I'm gonna put this simply. Where are they? Okay, where are they here? So, for this specific race, let's see if I can scroll over. So, they're part of the largest continent. These two races are part of the largest continent. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but there's gonna be, think about like they're gonna be in different areas. Because it's such a large continent, you'll probably have like some desert regions, you're probably gonna have like some tundras, you're gonna have some rainforests and stuff like that. So they're going to vary. Smartest species is interesting because popular muted to take the that's stupid is. Which one? The harpies? Yes, harpies, yeah. It's because there's a lot of owls. And I want to like think that they're kind of smart, and they have to be. They're, I don't know. I think like having them be different, rather than just being bird brains. But yeah, anyways, there's gonna be a lot of different. Same with the harpies. You're gonna have like owls, eagles, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, owls, crow girls, you name it. Rabbits, why not? I'm actually gonna copy the bovines because they're kind of similar. They're kind of similar. Ramas. Ram, sheep. Yeah, just on average, just kind of like similar. Differences, their ears are kind of floppier. They're kind of bigger. And they usually have like big horns that curl. They have fluff. You know, they look fluffy. Sometimes it can be like different parts of their body and stuff like that. Yep. Make a falcon girl. Make her say falcon punch. I mean, they don't really have like maybe like tiny grippers. I don't know. So yeah, that's the Ramas. They're just really nice people. They're easygoing. They drink a lot. Maybe that's the UK one. I don't know. Well, the New Zealand one. Satyrs, yeah. Except they don't really have the legs. Now, the moment Blaze has been waiting for. We have we have Rodentia. How far longer? Not very long. I'm probably gonna wrap up in like 12 minutes. Because it's almost midnight. So Rodentia. I say that now, but you know, they're the smallest. They're the smallest race. I want to say they average about maybe 4'9", right? Which is somewhere around the ballpark of 142. So keep in mind that it's not just like rat or mouse, but it's also like bunnies, squirrels, raccoons, and all that kind of stuff. I haven't thought about like ocean races yet, but I'm sure I'll have like shark people, orcas, that kind of stuff. It's because I'm focusing on land so much right now that I haven't thought about that stuff. It's like, it's kind of like why this is good, right? Because then you can ask these questions and I can be like, oh, yeah, I should probably add those. But yeah, Rodentia, like, it's gonna have a variety of different things. I should probably make her some more. Raccoons are just ghetto dogs. Trash panda. I think I can show you guys a little bit of a spoiler. Not gonna be for this upcoming story, it's gonna be for chapter 2. But I can show you hey, yeah. Where did I put them? Well, I guess I can't find them, but I can find, let's see, where are they? I gotta be careful on what I click. Sorry, okay, so here are some characters that are gonna show up. This girl is very short. Pretty short. These girls are very tall. But you can see, like, she has, like, bunny extremities and everything. But yeah, he is hella tall. Let's see if I can... I don't want to reveal too much because then, like, this is gonna be in a VOD, so to it and stuff, and I want to keep people curious. But these are 3 characters that are gonna show up in the story at some point. So that's kind of some of the races that I have right now. We're mainly going to focus on these ones. This one. Somewhat. They're all gonna show up for this story, like for these coming stories, I think, for the most part. Maybe not in every chapter, but in one chapter you'll see one, in another chapter you'll see another few, and in another chapter you'll see a couple others. But yeah, I have a lot that I want to do, and like the ocean species would be pretty cool to tackle. Just haven't really thought about them very much. I do like the way that am I gonna post this reference sheet? I want to clean it up a little more. Like maybe add because I want to start building a compendium. So like a book that has like all the explanations for the races and stuff like that. So when I get started on that, then I'll start sharing that stuff. But I do want to have like a cheat sheet where people like can start keeping up with the lore of the game and stuff like that. Because we're gonna add compendiums and stuff like that. We're gonna add like encyclopedias and everything, so you'll be able to read a lot of it. Perhaps conception metrics would be interesting info. I wonder how men and some races have an easier time prosecuting. Of course. I don't want to think too deep into it. Like, that's very fun, but like, I mean, you can imagine, you know, you can imagine that. All right, thanks for stopping by, Blaze. You can imagine that between the Rodentia and, you know, and the stallions or the centaurs, you can just have like something like this going on, right? So like, you know, let's see. Yeah, let me save it. No. I'm not. Honestly, if I do, like, let's say I do, like a sea race, like, let's say, it's gonna get pretty complicated, because then people are gonna be like, oh, why don't you do like a sea slug or something? If I do, like, let's see, it'd have to be very big, you know? Just because, you know, ocean. And then just do like a, I don't know. For a sea species, honestly, would be okay. Orca, whale, beluga. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like. And then just give them like fat tails. You know, if I do Orcus and that kind of stuff, you know, I have to add like shards, right? Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention this, but within like Kraken's, there is a subspecies that is also very tall, but that's also getting too deep into one of the actual royalty are like super tall. They're like on average 8 feet tall, so they're like a whole foot taller. But yeah, these would just be like characters with like tail and maybe the ears, but then like just regular extremities. I could do like give them like, you know, like webbed hands with like claws and stuff. I don't know. I think this yeah, this is a pretty good like thing so far. I should probably start organizing the compendium, plan out the pages and stuff like that, so that I can keep like adding stuff to it. So that's like a nice art book that I can sell on its own. That'd be very fun. Take my time to make like sketches and stuff like that. Make it look like one of those old-timey encyclopedias. But yeah, I don't know. Oh man, you gotta add Miss Puff. I don't know. Do you guys like? I don't know. Anything else like catch your eye or whatnot? Are we gonna see any gals from? Yes. There will be some references. And then there will be some characters that are specifically that kind of show up in the original, in one way or another. Can you add LeBron? I'll add a character that's called LeBron. How's that sound? For Shark Girls, are you gonna go for a human route or a more traditional scaly route? I gotta be honest, I think I just prefer, like, I could be like a combination. I think I prefer like, I really like what they did with the character in ZZZ. That's like a shark. That's pretty cool. That I do like. I do like, for example, what's Womp Womp lady? Big orca vtuber or whatever. That person's design I like a lot. Like, not necessarily because I want to go for massive fields, just like stuff that I kind of like looking at. I guess like we can discuss like what the plan for the game is right now, too, before, you know, I wrap things up. So right now, the game is we're working on the BN chapter. It's gonna be our plan. It's gonna be out for free. It'll be short. It's not gonna be very long. It's just an introduction to like just as an introduction. Like, you know, you'll be able to play it in like fucking like 10 minutes. If you like speed run it. It's gonna be short. But we are working in tandem with chapter 2, which will be paid and it's gonna have a gameplay aspect to it. This we're still like working on really hard. We're defining all the limitations, like all the things that we want in the game, what things we're looking for, how do we keep it entertaining. We're focusing on getting this done first though, but at the same time we're trying to do this. Because I'm doing a lot of assets that I'm just gonna reuse the fuck out of. And then for chapter 3, which will also be gameplay and paid. What I am trying to think of is that, do I keep adding chapters or do I move on to the bigger game that I want to do? How many devs you got? I only got my friend Fub, a producer that's helping organize the game, a project manager, a writer, and someone making the music. I will probably ask. I've already asked my friend Bean to help me with the line work once she's more free and I have more money in my pocket to start evenly distributing money to people so that I feed my guys. But right now I'm just focusing on making like all the other elements of it that I can do with my own time. This is a priority though, because we're gonna present like something to a publisher on this. We're gonna take our time with this, and these are gonna be out when they're out. I just want to put fun things out. Yeah, I mean that's kind of it, really, for now. Outside of that, just I gotta mention a ton of work. It's gonna take a while. We're aiming that the visual novel is gonna come out next year, maybe March at the latest, or something like that. Because right now I'm focusing on the character designs, and once that's done, I'm gonna move on to the storyboard, and then once the storyboard's done, I'm gonna start making the sprites for the talking segments, and gotta keep the ball rolling. And we should come up with a studio. Yes. So my plan is that when I move to France, I will start a company. And I already have a name, but I don't want to say what it is because I don't want someone to steal it. Even though it's very stupid and silly, I will take that name with me until the company has found it. And that'll be like my studio name. And I think that's where I'm gonna start doing the commissions as well. So we'll see. It'll be something unique. It's something unique. I care. I did tell him what the idea was. Maybe get fun competition. Yeah, I can tell you that one for sure. I can tell you after the stream now. Can you maybe? I don't want to do a competition. What I want to do is that once chapter 1 is done and we have a playable demo for chapter 2, I do want to do, which raises the Filipino, the Kinimi, basically. Because Ikoku is just like everything Asia. So the Kinimi, basically. Unless you think there's a different race that should be the Filipinos. Because we do have cat. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I don't want to do the art competitions. I just want to pay someone to do a logo. Where are my Hispanic brothers at? Cat and lupines are basically the equivalent. Where are my American brothers at? Wonder which I think the bovines. The bovines or the ramas, I think, would be the closest ones. I'm trying to like take an original spin on like the cultures I'm deriding out of, because they kind of have like their own unique things, and I don't want the outside world to like influence the cultures and the politics of my game. I just draw comparisons to, it's easier for people to like understand what I'm going for. Nice, we got the cows. I mean, this is just north. It's cold. They do cheese and milk. And yeah, I don't know. Again, like a lot of the ideas that I have for certain cultures, it's just like an amalgamation of ideas of like how certain things operate and like that kind of stuff. Because a lot of like the practice stuff also takes inspiration from like Vikings and that, like Viking naming, Valhalla and that kind of stuff. But it's like culturally, it has like some German influences. Like it's not like necessarily, oh, this is Germany, therefore like it's just that maybe the language is sort of like similar to German, and it has some ideas, but they're like their own thing. There's things that you, like for example, in practice, there's an area that speaks some like a language is kind of like French. Mila, one of the horse girls, like she has just like French in her language, and that's kind of like the region where she's from. So you can just look at it as like, oh, it's just Europe. It's like an easier way to look at it. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but I want the experience to just be like you get immersed into the world and not taking it back because it's like, oh, this is just like this or whatever. It just has things that are easier to just explain or for people to latch onto, and then like they kind of get it. I don't know. It's not super deep, right? It's just fun. I guess the better word. It's just I want to keep it fun for me and for come up with like things and stuff like that. But I also don't want to be too explicit because I also want it so that people can like draw theories and ask questions, and then I can like, oh, I didn't think of this. Like, well, it's this way. That's kind of like the way that I'm looking at it. But yeah, if you guys have any final questions that I can answer, let me know before I wrap up. Leonis can take all these guys in a fight. So, actually, I can talk a little bit about how we're planning on doing things. So, a lot of the core mechanics of the game are of like chapter 2 onward. The tactic part is twofold. It's one weapon based and two race based. So, races all have their own unique skills. Or like their unique attributes. So for example, Leonis and Lupine would be like very fast, and have certain things that make them like a threat. Like for example, the cows or the bovinas are like tanks, and so they have like their own thing. I promise it would be a sheet code. Or like, what's another race? Like, the Kimimi would have like high magic and that kind of stuff. I have a question, but that might be better to keep them before you flesh out the wardrobe. Stuff like forms of travel. Yeah, no, that might take a while to explain. Because that stuff I haven't thought of too much. I do know that, like, for modern era, I had the idea that the trains are, like, large enough for centaurs to fit in. And they get to ride the trains, and they have, like, pens so that they can fit in properly and they're not sliding all over the place. You know, like, how horses have, like, in, like, carriages and stuff like that, they have, like, their own cubicles. They're so big that they have their own cubicles, sliding everywhere, like, hitting people and stuff like that. Master race. Talk to me. Yeah. For chapter 2, I can confidently say we will have Leonis and Lupine. For chapter 1, we're mostly just gonna have Brackets. Because it's more to set the stage that it's going to take mostly here. But yeah, you know, we're trying our best, trying to not go insane. Oh, you know what? I can show you one of the characters. No, I'm gonna keep that a surprise. I'm gonna keep all the characters a surprise. I'm not gonna show my sites here, but I'm gonna keep dev stuff mostly in there until there's more that I can show. I'm debating opening a Twitter account just specifically for the game, but I think that might be a little bit much. I wanted both Lupine and Cat can inflict bleed damage loops. Yeah, we were thinking of stuff like that. That's kind of like why a lot of the skills we're taking like a Fire Emblem approach on skills, like First Blood or kind of stuff like that. It has to be like a balance. And that's what part of like how do we make the game fair for everybody? Because I don't want people to come in and just be like, the game's too fucking hard or it's too much. Like I love Final Fantasy Tactics. I had a pretty funny mental. I mean, there are things it can and can't do. Obviously, they're not gonna write a bicycle. But they have their own unique method. I mean, they run really fast, so I don't see why they would. They can go faster than a bicycle for like a human. yeah, I think this is pretty good so far. Thank you for indulging me, listening to me meander about stuff in my game. I promise next time I will probably have. I'll try to have something meaty for you guys to like sink your teeth into. But it's a good way to get my noggin going about how the world's gonna look like. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you for showing up, for listening to me. First game limit was pretty good. Be sure to check it out. And yeah, I don't know. Let me. I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and I will walk you all out.